Lucas, we've talked a lot this year about just like the growth you've had individually, and you've given some credit, to all those at bats and all the times you got in the Northwoods League, to trusting your coaches and things like that, and see all that kind of stuff pay off the way it has this year, not just for you individually, but then for the team. Like for you to be that table setter, what does that mean to you? Like as you guys get ready to go play on the biggest stage in college baseball?
Uh, it's been awesome. There's really, I don't think this has been one of the greatest years of baseball in my life, and I say that because I've been through the ups and downs of it. I've really struggled. I've been the worst player on teams that I've played on. Like growing up, I've gotten dropped from teams. I had the run-in with Kentucky. I think everything leading up to it has really just been the trust and belief that everybody here has had in me, and helping me to just kind of grow the confidence of knowing that I deserve to be here. I'm good enough to play with anybody, and it's been awesome to be able to help this group in the ways that I have, and I'm really looking forward to doing everything I can to help my team win moving forward.
I saw on a couple of the days this past weekend, before you're taking your first at bat, just kind of looking around the stadium and just kind of seemed like you were just taking it all in, like the atmosphere and things. Like, how fun was it to get to see this place packed out and just and play in front of 6,000 fans, just kind of rooting you guys on?
Like I said, and it's not 6,000 fans; it's 6,000 Louisville baseball fans. I mean, there was no chance. There's no chance that I was going to go through this weekend and not enjoy every single second of it. I mean, you could have seen me every time I ran out. It was just something that I really, really wanted to soak in and make sure there was no part of it that I ever forget, because it's obviously once in a lifetime, once in your baseball career to be able to experience something like this, and it was unreal. I mean, it was every at bat. There was no way I was going up, like squeezing the bat too tight, like trying to do more than I had to. It was just really taking those deep breaths, enjoying every second of it, enjoying being on the field with guys that I'll never get to play with ever again. The Kamayu neighbors, the Eddie Kings, Eddie King. That's a guy that was a guy that I looked up to when I'm coming into this program. He's an old outfielder that he has his experience, and he has lots of wisdom in college baseball, stuff to learn, and there's just I really wanted to take in those moments with that guy who I feel has really helped me and pushed me to be in the position I am today, to be helping everybody out, and just really soaking it all in. No better experience. I loved every second of it.
As you mentioned just a little bit, like some of the recruiting things, and how you kind of end up here. I don't want to say by accident, but I mean, it wasn't really the first place that you were going to go, and everything happens for a reason, right? And you end up here, and you end up in the right spot, and just like, how has this in that entire experience like just kind of shaped you and like kind of made you into who you are, not even just necessarily as a baseball player, but as a guy?
It was definitely not by accident. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this, but I really, really, not even in a selfish, disrespectful way, I would really like to thank Coach Minge and the University of Kentucky for that experience. I think if I don't go through that, then there's no chance that I'm here standing right now doing things that I've done this year, and the experience. I think that situation really, it was like you come from a small area in Ohio where usually, like, if you're committed to play at a bigger school, you're the best player on every field you step on, and kind of have that confidence, and I'm the guy, and that moment was really like a strike down reality check. Like I'm sitting there, I'm sitting in my car, like I didn't even want to walk in my house, like fighting tears off, thinking about how I was gonna tell my parents that I just got my scholarship, my offer to play at Kentucky pulled. It was probably the lowest point in my life, in my baseball career, and again, like I said, it wasn't by accident that I knew the right people. I came in contacts. I mean, Snide has told me multiple times before that before I even got dropped from Kentucky, that he was watching me play before then, and he recruited me, or he was looking to recruit me before I made that commitment to Kentucky. And I might have jumped into that commitment early, trying to not show off, but just like kind of set I wanted it to be set and done. I didn't really want to worry about it, but I mean, again, like I said, thank you for that whole situation, and thank you to Coach Snyder and Coach Mack for really believing in me as a player. I mean, even I had to fight it the whole way the first fall I showed up. I mean, I'm sitting here like I just got dropped from this school. I was almost about to, I was gonna go play JUCO baseball, whatever it was gonna be. I was just fighting to find somewhere to play, and I fall into this situation, and I'm like, I don't deserve to be here. I don't think I can play here. Like I'm surrounded by guys, the JT Bensons, the Eddie King Juniors, the Zion Roses of my class, Parker. I could go on name forever, and I'm looking around like I'm questioning if I'm even going to make it to the fall. And it's just every day, like, just try to be the best I can be, listening, taking everything in, trying to learn from the older guys, learn from guys around me, and luckily it's paid off, and it makes me feel really good. The whole situation, I feel. I wouldn't go back and change anything about any of it. I think I'm in the best situation I can be in, and I've loved every second of it.
Coach Mack, talks a lot about, obviously, like, especially the last few weeks, just family has really been preaching, like spending time with your families on your guys' off days and things like that. And with everything that you have gone through to get to this point, looked like it was a pretty special embrace with your family when you went over to the wall the other day. Can you just kind of maybe share a little bit about that?
So that's something I like to keep in the number one spot in my baseball, and in this journey that I've been on. I really like to make it a point after the game. I mean, we've played all the home games here. I've played away, and shout out my mom, shout out my dad. I mean, they've even last year, my freshman year, my mom never missed a road trip, a home game. I mean, she lives in Cincinnati. It's a 2-hour drive. They show up every day. I mean, I have a little brother that plays, and if my mom's watching my little brother that weekend, then my dad's wherever I'm at. There's been no weekend since I've been in college that they haven't shown up for me and supported me all the way through. And it's something that I make a point in my head. I know they're taking time out of their lives, out of what they have to do to show up and support me. That no matter what, every game, win, lose, win by a bunch, run rule, get beat really big, to when I leave that outfield meeting out there with Coach Mack, that my first stop is over to see my mom and my dad and my beautiful girlfriend, and make sure I give them a hug and spend time with them before I go and do anything else. But they've been amazing, and again, like I said, after that super regional, that final out, we go through all the excitement. We talk to Coach Mack, take some pictures, and in my first spot, I sprinted right over there. I knew exactly where she would be. My mom, my dad, my girlfriend, gave out some big hugs, and it brings a special feeling when, like, of just a lot of emotion, seeing my mom just like fully crying. My dad is not an emotional guy, but he could not even like really hold it in, and it was awesome. It was, again, the dog pile was an amazing experience that I'll never forget in my life, but I think that's up there too, right up there with it as a time that I'll never forget. Just being able to take in that moment with my family and the people that love me.
What is the key for you guys as a team to go out to Omaha and to have some success when you're out there?
Sticking to it. We don't have to do more. We don't have to do less. We've been playing really good baseball, and we're playing really well in all areas. We're pitching our butts off. We're suffocating on defense, not giving them anything more than they have to earn, and our offense is just, hopefully we keep rolling. We're passing the stick, doing everything we can do to get one, because when our offense gets one, it's usually 2, 3, however many. Like, confidence is contagious. Our bats are contagious, and when we're rolling, we're rolling. But I don't think there needs to be a squeeze the bat, squeeze the ball, like try to do more because we're in Omaha. It's just we're doing everything we can to play Louisville baseball and what's got us to this point, and really just try to slow the moment down, slow it all down. Again, enjoy every second of it. It's going to be awesome playing at that field in front of all those fans, but really just sticking to what we need to do and playing our ball.
Awesome. I've talked a few different times this year about just, the moments that you came to Louisville for. And, I'd assume that this plane ride you're about to take to Omaha tomorrow is, that was the main goal when you commit to Louisville. And just talk about like the emotions and the excitement that you've got right now, just knowing that that's reality.
I almost feel like I'm on top of the world. The moment I committed here last September, a year and a half ago, Snides, they text you about Omaha. We do a thing 101 ways to get to Omaha. There's a lot of talk about just going to Omaha. So being able to accomplish that goal that we set out so far back has been awesome.
Talk about the idea of just what it means to be able to contribute in the way that you've been able to, whether it's, with the glove, making some, phenomenal, some of these plays that you've made are, just fantastic, whether it's the big swings, those type of things, just being able to contribute in a variety of ways.
It means everything. It's just, when you get down to this final stretch of the season, you realize that you're just playing for another day with the guys. And that's kind of just the main thought, man. You look around, you got such a great group of guys, and we're just trying to extend it for as long as we can and do something special as a group because we only got one shot at it. So that's really, it's just just being able to succeed and help this team win, and for my teammates is probably the biggest reason for those moments.
There's been a lot of talk this year about the team and how close they are and those type of things. What's it like being able to be with these guys this late in the season? There's only 8 teams left practicing in the whole country.
Yeah.
And, what's it like to get to continue to run out here with this specific group, at this time of the year?
It's a blessing. Like you said, 8 teams get this opportunity. And I don't think any of those 8 teams are as special as this one. I'm just, extremely grateful for every day, every moment that we can run out here as a team and try to accomplish something great.
What do you think's the key for you guys as a whole to be able to have success when you're out there?
I think just staying within, just continue to do what we've been doing. I don't think we don't got to rise to the occasion. We just got to fall back on our training. We're ready for this. We're prepared. Coach Mack has us ready. The hitting coach has us ready. Roger Williams got that staff ready. We're prepared. We just got to go trust our skills.
Awesome.